Good morning, guys. So, this week, in my happy planner for my plan with me, this is going to be for the 24th through the 30th of September. We are in the last week of September. Can you believe that? It seems like yesterday I was saying, I can't believe it's September, and now I can't believe it's almost October. So I'm going to be using this cute printable from Life with Myra, and it is so stinking cute. And I actually used one of her kits last week, and it used the same image, so I think that's funny, but I don't mind. I am going to use it again, and it's actually condensed a little bit this time. This is actually a little bit different. I think these boxes are different. This is one of her older kits from last year. So these were actually Happy Planner boxes, whereas now she does, more Erin Condren kind of boxes. But I'm going to be using this kit. It is so stinking cute. I absolutely love it, as I do all of her kits. So cute. And we're just going to get started. So this week I have been sick, you guys. I had a virus. I don't know if it was a virus or it was what I ate and it made me super sick, but it was so bad. I think I'm going to put some washi there. It was so bad. I was very sick, all night on Sunday night and then all day on yesterday, which was Monday. So sick. And I might use that one. Let's see. So sick. And I am feeling so much better today. So I'm so thankful that I'm feeling better, because it was really rough. And of course, I had to kind of conduct business as usual. Joshua had driven a work truck home, so I made him take Tristan to school because I wasn't going to drive it. So luckily that was already a plan in the works, or else that would have been really rough to have to I still got up and helped Joshua fix his lunch and helped make sure that his clothes and shoes and stuff were fine and all of that mommy stuff, but I was at least able to kind of try and go back to bed, even though I had Killian. I tried to rest as much as I could yesterday because I was so stinking sick. It was kind of a cuddle day for me and Killian, and he sat in my room and watched TV, and I barely got up except for to fix him some lunch and all of that. I couldn't even eat. It was really, really bad. But I am feeling much better. Whatever that was, I hope that it never ever happens again, because it was so awful. Joshua, after I got home this morning from dropping off Tristan at school, he was like, "Do you feel better?" And I was like, "Oh yes, thank God." Okay, so this kit does not come with full boxes, full checklist boxes. It comes with half boxes, but not checklist boxes. So I am going to use these from a different printable, and I'm actually using this printable for a different kit, but I'm going to use the full boxes from it for this. Yeah, I'm just mixing it around, you guys, and that's okay for me. When I printed this kit out, the ink didn't print out perfectly, and it is a Planner One Love kit, and it was so pretty that I didn't want to waste it and mess it all up. I think I used Life with Myra last week. It could have been Planner One Love. I'm really not sure. So I'm going to use a to-do header for my Monday. I will come back to my sidebar. I don't know why I hate the sidebar, but I hate the sidebar worst of all. I really don't know why, because it's really not that big of a deal, but I'm not very fond of it for whatever reason. But I was so stinking sick yesterday. It was not a fun day. I am feeling much, much, much better today. I still feel a little bit yucky, but comparatively, I feel so much better. I was like, oh, thank goodness, because I did not want to keep feeling like that, I can tell you, because it was so bad. I'm trying to get this straight because I was failing miserably at first try, which I usually do. Yeah, it was really bad. So Joshua had errands that he was supposed to run after work and get home a little late, but he felt sorry for me, so he was like, okay. And then we ended up going to the grocery store, and he was like, I can just go by myself. And I was like, no. Control freak about the grocery store. You can't go by yourself. I have to go. Especially with like Tristan's lunch and everything. I just feel the need to have control over the grocery store. It is usually me that goes by myself, so I just, I just feel like I need to go and oversee that. Okay, so there's Monday on the 24th, and I don't really think I have anything crazy that day. I'm trying to think if I do. I do want to I will put a half box down. I'm going to use some washi in between. I need to go buy some more whiteout because I hate that the line shows through. It's not too bad, but it is enough to get on my nerves. But my whiteout is gone. And I actually could have sworn that I had some just regular whiteout, and I would have just used that, even though I don't like it nearly as much. I still would have used it, but I don't know where that is at all. Okay, so I'm going to use a half box, and I think I'll just use this plain yellow one. So you guys, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow I have a phone interview with a job that I have been wanting, and I want it so bad. I'm really not nervous, but I am just antsy to see. I'm going to put my bottom washi down. I need to think clearly. I just am kind of antsy to see if I can get it. I really do want it. I don't have experience in the actual job. I do have experience that's related to the position, but it's not the field. Like, I guess that's a better way of putting it. Like, I have experience in the kind of job that it is, but as far as the actual field, no, I don't. And so I'm just... that on top of like being pregnant, I'm just hoping that I'm just hoping I get it. I really, really am. Me and Joshua both are hoping for it, just because we want extra money and we want to be able to put like a little nest egg down, because our goal is to buy a house soon. And yeah, and that image is a little bit off. It's actually off a little bit, but that's okay. It's fine. But that's what we want. We want to put a little nest egg aside. We want to put some savings down for the boys for college, and we want, to save all of these different things. And me working would pretty much be putting my check in savings, and that would be really nice. Plus, we would be able to do more. If we want to go do something, we don't have to save for it. We can just go do it, and that would be really nice. Okay, I don't have a week of this week's sticker. But I do have an important, so I guess we'll do that. But we'll see. I'm trying not to count my eggs before they hatch, count my chickens before they hatch. I'm trying to just kind of see how it goes. And so we'll see. Lucky for me, even though I am 21 weeks pregnant, she just had a baby. My boss and the one that is interviewing me, she just had a baby. So I think that will help. Killian's very whiningly saying something to me, and I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm sure he'll tell me. He's been waking up whiny lately, and I don't know why, like just grouchy. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Okay. So there's that part, and I'm going to use some more of this, and I'm just going to have to kind of see where this takes me. I think I should have just left the calendar so my sidebar would have been a little bit more full, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to kind of see what I'm left with at the end and see if I need to pull anything else in for my sidebar. Alright, for Tuesday, I really wish my husband would be off on Tuesday and not Wednesday. It's just so much easier for us if he is off on Tuesdays, because we always have so many errands and we want to spend time together. And he's off on Sundays, but Sundays are like neighbor days because our neighbor always ends up coming over and we do things together, like cook out or play cornhole or do something like that. He's dancing in there. And that's fun, but we don't get a lot of quality family time on Sunday because we're running to and from church, and church is an hour away, and then we're doing this and we're doing that, and it's just like a lot. And so the other off day is really the off day where we get to spend time together, and Wednesdays we have church, and he doesn't even go to a church class on Wednesday anyway. He always ends up like roaming around and talking to people, and I teach a class on Wednesday, and I don't think he really feels comfortable like going to the class by himself, and so really there's no point in him going on Wednesdays anyway, and I just would so much rather him just be off on Tuesday so we don't have that like break in the family time where we have to stop and get ready and go to church and all of that. Like we just spend some time together and then that's the end. We can do whatever we need to do. But he doesn't always get to take Wednesdays off or Tuesdays off. It's actually Wednesday is his off day, and then he sometimes he just switches with the person that it is their off day on Tuesday, and sometimes they want that anyway, but he doesn't always get to do that. Oh crap, I cut this wrong. So I cut some of it off, and I hate when I do that. It's so frustrating. It's my own fault, but I hate when I do it. So I'm trying to kind of piece that back together. But, yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So I hope that he gets off on Tuesday, but he could totally get off on Wednesday. He gets off on Wednesday this week, so tomorrow is his off day. And we have lots to do and running around, and then we'll have church, and it's just too much, honestly. We don't really get rest time together ever, and it's just not okay. And if I do get this job, then it will be great, but we won't have an off day during the week at all together. So I will get off at 4 o'clock, which is wonderful, but I won't be off during the week. I'll be off on the weekends, which is also wonderful because I'll be off with Tristan's off from school. So that's great. So he gets out of school at 2:30. He'll be picked up and brought home, and then I'll be home soon after. So that is great. I mean, it's just really, really great, you guys. Like, schedule-wise, it couldn't ask for anything better. You cannot get better schedule than this. I mean, you know, it's great. And I am super excited. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. I don't know why that's so much lower. It's really weird. Okay. Put my checklist there. See which one. Just use this one. Oh, okay. He's just talking to me and he's whispering and I have no idea what he's saying. No clue. Okay. He does that whisper thing when he's being a superhero of some kind. So, I'm sure that's what's going on, but do you hear his horrible cough? We have coughs going on and snottiness and yucky stuff from this weather. This weather is not our friend. It's like chilly and then it's hot and then chilly and rainy. Like, it's just a lot of weird weather coming from the hurricane, and then on top of that, it's just normal change of season weather in Alabama, and it's just craziness from that. And then I think I'm gonna switch these if I can get away with it. I don't know if it'll let me, but you guys know me. If you've watched me any length of time, then you know I really don't care if it lets me or not. I'm totally gonna do it anyways. I think I cut these on my planner because I have cut marks in my planner. So I must have trimmed something off on top of my planner. That's funny. There we go. Because I want all of the picture half boxes on there. And this way I'll be able to do that better. Okay. I didn't even really drink my coffee this morning, just a few sips. I ate breakfast and I feel like I drank so much I ate pumpkin spice cereal. Okay, so I love everything pumpkin spice, and I try a bunch of different stuff. So I tried the pumpkin spice K-Cups. I don't know what brand they were. I didn't like it. It was a lot more. What?
I'm so scared.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Of what? What are you scared of?
The pirates.
The pirates?
Yeah.
That's not scary, silly.
Huh?
It's not scary.
What's Daddy?
It's not scary.
Daddy scary?
Yeah.
Daddy scary?
Yeah.
I'm so scary.
It's not scary.
Daddy,
I have no idea.
Daddy's so scary.
That is so scary. I don't really know what's so scary, but it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so I can't imagine it's very scary.
Now, hey,
Anyway, I tried the coffee.
He's greasy.
Oh, okay.
I'm crazy.
I don't exactly know. Oops, I don't want to use that one because that one matches that box. I have tried, so I didn't like the coffee, and then I tried. Oh, thank you so much. That is Tristan's. Thank you.
But mine.
It's Tristan's for school. So guys, it's been like over a week since I started, it's been like a week since I started filming this plan with me, and today is Tuesday and I still don't have it finished or up, and I need to get it finished. So I'm finishing it. You guys, it's been crazy, and a good crazy. Like a lot of good stuff has been happening, but I've been gone every day for like 2 weeks and I haven't had any chance to like sit down and do anything. By the time my husband gets home, like I don't film when he's here because it's crazy and loud and everybody's watching TV or running around and making all this racket, and it's just hard for me to do anything like that. So filming is out of the question once he's home, and I've been gone all the time. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to situate and I'm bumping the camera. But I love this kit for this week, and I'm super excited about it. So I definitely want to finish it. It is not the desire that has went away, and that is for sure. It is just the time. I haven't had it. So yeah, it's just been a mess, and my camera's been acting up again with like not wanting to empty off and like acting like it's full forever and there's nothing you can do about it, and that's been really annoying. And so it's just taking longer to film, and so I haven't had time to sit down and do it. I just have not had time, and when I have had the time, Killian is just, I think he is taking Terrible Twos to an entirely different level. He is driving me completely bananas, and I can't deal with him. Like, I just can't even deal with you right now. Like, go. So he is driving me bonkers, but he is clingy, and he is whiny all the time, and he is a typical Terrible 2-year-old, and he is not afraid to show it. And he's just driving me crazy, basically. This is all kinds of crooked. Like this column right here is awful. How it got off so badly, I don't know, but it did, and now it's bad. So I'm going to start at the top like a normal, sane person, and then go from there. So let's see, what do I want to do? I really want a quarter box, but I don't have one. So I have no idea like what I was talking about, or like what conversation was happening, or any of that, because it's been so long since I started this plan with me. So I apologize. I know that's always like a weird transition when somebody's like, by the way, I have no idea where I'm coming from, but here we are. And look, he's already screaming and crying because something's gone wrong. And that, in a nutshell, is why I can't film, because of that outburst right there. He is just something else. Everything is dramatic, and it is a big fat deal, and it is mommy, mommy, mommy. So, yeah. Yesterday, I actually had a job interview. It was my second interview. I had already had a phone interview, and then this was the face-to-face interview. It went really well. The phone interview went really well, and then this went really well as well. And so yeah, I was really happy with it. I think it's gonna go like I want it to. I hope. It's actually with Joshua's company that he works for. I'll just be in a different department, so I'll be managing a different department. But I am excited to hear about that. Joshua is like on pins and needles. He's terrible at waiting. He has no patience. Neither do I, but I think I have a little bit more patience than he does when it comes to stuff like that. He hates the waiting game. After you do an interview and then you're waiting, he hates it. He can't stand it. So let's see, what washi do I want? So we're hoping that I hear from that soon and it goes well. I think that it's going to. I kind of like this with it, oddly enough. Because of these dark colors, I kind of like that. But yeah, we're waiting on that, and hopefully we'll hear something back from them soon, and he won't have to be tortured by waiting anymore. But I'm super excited. I think I will really enjoy it, and I think that Killian will benefit a lot from some separation because he really needs it. I think it's just something that his personality needs, is a little bit of separation from his mama, and even though I hate that, I think it will do him and me some good, because I think that he will learn to be a little bit more independent. But not only that, that part doesn't bother me as bad as like he just doesn't want anything to do with anybody doing anything for him except me. It's all me, and it's just like, whew, because I know that when this new baby comes and the fact that I'm breastfeeding and all of that, it's going to be, I'm afraid it's going to be a really hard transition for him, and I don't want him to feel shut out or, you know, like mommy doesn't want him anymore, or rejected, or any of those things. And so I'm trying to get him like a little bit of separation and, you know, used to somebody else doing something for him before the baby gets here, so that he doesn't feel like it's the baby's fault. So that's where we're at. And I think that me working this job, the hours are wonderful as far as when you have kids. I don't exactly know the exact hours that I will be working, but I'll get off at like 4 or 5 every day, and that's wonderful. So yeah, I think that it will work out well. So okay, maybe I'll hear something back really soon, so we shall see. Okay, I know I have, yeah, here they are. I love this kit. I'm gonna go ahead and put these day covers up here, get that out of the way. And then this is the 24th is what we're starting with. But because of all of that, it's been like really hectic around here, and like trying to, like I had to go to my mom's for the phone interview because it was too loud, and I didn't want it to, like, I didn't want Killian to be interrupting every 5 minutes and all of that. So, and Tristan was at school, so he wasn't here to distract him. So I went to my mom so that she could watch Killian and I could do the interview, and that went really well. And it's just been like something, and we've had doctor's appointments, and the boys have had dentist appointments, and it's just been something like every single day for a while. So it's just been so busy. And I am not complaining because it's definitely good things, but it is a mess. It's just been really busy. So, yeah. I'm hoping that things kind of die down this week so that I can get some stuff done. And I want to like put all of our fall clothes out, even though it's hot here, just so I can kind of get an idea of what we have and what we need, so I can start buying the boys' stuff little by little. That's kind of how I like to do it. When it is officially fall, but it doesn't feel like fall here in Alabama, because it's not, we don't really get much of a fall. It's pretty much hot, and then it's wonderful for about a week or two, and then it's freezing cold. That's pretty much the way our weather works in one part of living in Alabama. They say it all the time. I think they say this about most of the South, but it's definitely Alabama. If you don't like the weather, just wait till tomorrow. It'll change. That is the God's honest truth, because you just never know. You never really know what to prepare for. But I like to, when it's officially fall, but it's still hot, I like to go ahead and put our wardrobe out so that I can just buy things little by little. And by the time it gets chilly enough to wear the clothes, I'll have built up a full wardrobe, and that way you don't have to buy it all at once. It just really works out that way, especially with lots of chillins. So I like it like that. That's the way I try to do it, so that it's not just like dropping hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on every single person in the house a new wardrobe. Plus, we've got the baby coming at the end of January, and I do know what I'm having. So we will be doing some sort of reveal. I don't know if it's going to be like a huge thing, but I want to do at least like a little intro to a video, and then I'll kind of give you a pregnancy update and tell you everything that's been going on. I kind of think I want to do it that way, and we'll go from there. That way I can... That way it's not me just blurting it all out, but it's actually, like a cute thing. He's having an issue. I can already hear him. I'm telling you guys, he is a mess, a crazy mess, and he drives me nuts all day long, every day. I get something all the time. He drives me bonkers. I love him so much it hurts, but he drives me absolutely crazy. All day long. He's mad at some toy that he can't get to work correctly. I hear him. He's right here in the room next to me. Here we go. He's trying to get a big old Goldar to hold his sword, and he was not being cooperative, I guess. But anyways, lots of things are going on and happening, and I've got to prepare for the new little person to come into our life, and that means new clothes, and we'll have to buy a new crib, and I really want to redo the boys' room, and I don't know, I just have so many ideas, and you guys, this job is going to help me do all of those ideas. It really is. Like, it's going to be our nest egg. We're going to be able to put away so much money and like just do things that it would take longer to do. So we'll be able to actually just go ahead and do things that we want to do, because my paycheck will pretty much just be in the clear, and it'll be really nice. That's really nice to have and very hard to come by. So I'm excited about it. I know Joshua's really excited about it. I just want to get it. So we'll see. We will see. I'm wanting to redo their room, and I'm wanting to do the baby's room, and just a couple of other things around the house we've been talking about. we rent this house, but the carpet is the original carpet from when this house was built, which was like 14 years ago. And you guys, if you've ever seen 14-year-old carpet, then you know that no matter how well you take care of it, it's just dingy. Like, it's not gross, but it's dingy because you can only clean it so many times before, like, you can just tell, like, you can tell that it's older. And so that's kind of where it is. Like, we get it cleaned like once a month. We get it cleaned because it's cream carpet and we have insane little boys, you know. And so we get it cleaned once a month, but it's still like dingy. Like, it gets dingy and you can see that it's just older. And so if we're gonna live here another year, I'd really just like different carpet. So we were talking about maybe like seeing if our landlords, they're like really nice people, but to see if we could just replace the carpet and then we could just pay them like less rent for a few months to make up for that, so that they would be paying it, but they wouldn't have to just drop that money. We would drop it and then they could just essentially like pay it back. But I don't know. We'll see if that's something they want to do. So maybe it is, maybe it's not. I think that if they do eventually want to sell this house when we move out, that it's definitely going to be something they want to do anyway. They're going to have to replace the carpet and replace some of the fixtures and appliances and things because they're just outdated. So they're definitely going to have to do that if they want it to sell. So I think that would just kind of help them, give them a head start. We even thought about buying this house, but we really want like a out in the country house where there's nobody, and you know, where you have to drive down the driveway a piece before you get to the house, and it's just a little bit out of the way, not too far from town, but just a lot of land and stuff like that, and we just want to build. So that's our goal. That's what we're going to try to do. So hopefully that's not incredibly far away. We've actually been kind of making plans to make it a little bit closer. So, but anyway, so I don't even know why I was talking about the carpet. Oh, just things like that will be things that it'll be so much easier to do. Like if I'm working and we can just get all of these things done, and I'm starting to get in that nesting phase where I want everything to be done, you know? I mean, I'm a little bit over the halfway point, and I'm starting to get in that phase of pregnancy where you just want to start doing stuff and you want everything to be done and the furniture to be bought and all the little things to start coming together, and that's kind of where I'm getting at. So it'll just help to be able to just drop money on furniture and not have to worry about dropping money on your children's fall wardrobes at the same time, and your fall wardrobe, and the fact that I'm going to be big as a house when it's freezing, so I'm going to need lots of different layers of clothes and all kinds of stuff like that, you know? It's just nice when you don't have to worry about doing all of that at once. Like, okay, it's fine. We can do all of this. Like, we'll do this now and this now and this now. And it's not a big deal because you have the money. So that's hard to come by. It's really hard to come by in this day and age to have that kind of security. And security is important when you have kids, especially when you have kids like we do, where they're boys and they grow so fast and they're rough on clothes. It's getting harder and harder to hand down clothes. So, like with Tristan's really good with, he's not as hard on he's pretty hard on shoes. What little boy isn't, even girls, but he's not bad on clothes. he takes care of his stuff pretty well. But Killian is ridiculous and Jaren is ridiculous, so I have to buy Tristan all new clothes because I can't pass anything of Jaren's down, pretty much. And most of it somehow ends up with his mother anyways. I don't know how it happens, but everything I buy him usually ends up at his mother's house. So it's really hard to pass down anything of his anyway, because his mom ends up having it somehow or another. One way or another, she ends up getting all the clothes that I bought, so. Frustrating. Okay. I'm going to do that, and I do want to use full boxes on there too, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover up a little of this. And my printer didn't print this correctly anyways. My ink was running out when I printed this sheet, so it's okay if I cover some of that up because it wasn't pretty ink, so that'll be fine. Whoops. But anyways, those are things that we're thinking of and things that are happening with us right now. I'm really excited, you know, just to get this job and have the extra money, and I'll be able to shop more and not. I am a guilty shopper. It is so bad. I'm terrible at it. Even it does not matter if my husband hands me a certain amount of money and says, go spend this on you, I will feel inevitably guilty about it. I'll feel guilty afterwards when I'm like budgeting everything out and I know I spent that money and it's like, man, I could have used this money for that. I could have used it for that. Like, I feel I'm a guilty shopper and I don't want to be. So if I'm making this extra money, I don't have to be a guilty shopper. I can just be a shopper and have fun with it. And that is good stuff. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm sad that I won't be able to stay home with this baby when, you know, they're newborn and I'll have to go back to work, you know, when they're young. After a few weeks with them, I'll have to go back to work, but I do think that it is going to be good for us. And so that is what is most important, that I think that this will be a good thing. So anyway, that is what's going on with us right now. We are just, I'm trying to figure out what to do for this little sidebar piece right here. We are just kind of waiting to see if, to see what happens with this position. I interview well. I will say I do. I interview well. I was a manager who hired employees for a long time, so I know what you're looking for. I know what they're looking for, and I present myself well. That is something I've been blessed with because I am quick on my feet, like when it comes to like questions and answering them right away. I don't have to think about it, like I don't have to, you know, I'm good at talking. I like to talk and I don't mind talking to anybody. So, you know, interviewing is not really that intimidating to me because of that. So, I think that it has went well so far, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Okay, so I think we're good. I'm going to punch my holes and then I will get some functionals out and start going day by day. I might have to speed some of it up just because, yeah, just because I am slow and it takes forever, but we'll see. I'm going to get some functionals out. Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, so on Monday I had an interview. So I am going to put this little icon sticker down for that. I had an interview. And that was pretty much my focus of the day. Even though my interview at 1:30, I still like spent like the day stressing over it and like making sure I was ready and all